All right, family. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. I'm back. I said, let me end the first one and go freshen up. I said now I'm relaxed and comfortable. Now I'm at the desk. Now let's get it. Let's get it. You know, don't let society gaslight you, Israel, and what to think and know how to feel. Like I was talking about on the previous live stream. You know, don't let people gaslight you. If you feeling a certain type of way, you know, especially our people, man. What we go through as a people on a daily basis, society want to tell us how to feel and think. Hell no, man. We are the first fired and the last hired. You don't know what we going through. A lot of us working jobs where they shortchanging you. They not giving you a raise because these companies are demonic. They wicked. A lot of our brothers and sisters are struggling. They make ends meet. And you want to tell them to be happy all the time and to be jovial? Get real. Get real. We live in a world. We was born into a conspiracy, Israel. So-called black people, black man, black woman, black child, you was born into a conspiracy when you was born into this matrix. You was born into a conspiracy. What you mean, Brother Moshe? All other nations conspired against you before you was born, before your grandparents was born. All nations conspired against us. And you was born into this conspiracy. And now they want to tell you how to think and feel. No. You're going to go through certain changes. You're going to go through certain changes in life. That's just life in general. But I'm going to prove that they conspired against us. Psalms 83. All other nations conspired against us to keep us down as a nation. The greatest game of keep away. Like when you was a child, they used to play keep away. Like when they would take another student's belongings and throw around the room, talking about let's play keep away. That's what they've been doing to us for the last couple of centuries since we came into this land. Psalms 83. Keep not thou silence, O Yah. Hold not thou peace, and be not still, O Yah. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, meaning an agreement. And they that hate thee, hold up, they that hate thee, who are hated the most in this world? We know they hate our God and our Messiah. So if they hate the Most High in Christ, they're going to hate his chosen people. Let's see. For lo, thy enemies. No, it didn't say friends. It say thy enemies, thy lovers. No, thy enemies, thy brothers, thy sisters. No, it say thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. So it's talking about a specific group of people, y'all. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? Who are the hidden ones in society? Who they don't want nobody to find out who they are. Like the old saying go, you want to hide something from a Negro appearing in the book. We are the hidden ones. We are the hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off for being a nation. Man, if that don't hit home, I don't know who. If that don't hit home, because we are cut off from being a nation. We can't come together for nothing positive. If it's something negative, we'll come together. But if it's something positive, they ain't coming together. They have said, come and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Come on now, they trying to stop us from remembering who we were. We are Israel. We ain't no real ends. We ain't no bad bees. We are Israel. We are the stock of the Most High. We are the chosen people of Yahuwah. We ain't no Bloods, Crips, and all them G-Lords or whatever you want to call that. That's not us. We are Israel. Shabbat Shalom, Professor, lovely lady. Shabbat Shalom, sister. But yeah, we was born into a conspiracy. And now they want to gaslight us. After all what they done to our ancestors and what they do to us till this day, they want to gaslight us and say, oh, you got to love everybody. You got to love everybody. You can't love everybody because you don't know everybody. There's like, what, 8 billion, 9 billion some people on this planet? At least 8 billion people. I don't know 8 billion people. Heck, I don't even know everybody in my damn city that I live. So how am I going to love everybody? That's impossible. That's a naive religious mindset. If you got to say you got to love everybody, When you got people around here who say, oh, I love everybody, I love all nations, I love all colors, it don't matter, I love everybody in the world. You don't know everybody. That is a naive mindset. That even makes sense in reality, all fantasy. It don't matter if you're in a real world, all fantasy world. Even if you know, you don't see Batman saying he don't love you. Batman don't even talk like that. And that's a fictional character. So that don't make no logical sense when you say, oh, I love everybody. You don't know everybody. You don't even know everybody in your own city. So how you gonna love everybody? And everybody don't know you. So everybody ain't gonna love you. Think about it. You can't love everybody because you don't know everybody in the world. And everybody ain't gonna love you because they don't know you exist. Say like if you in Alabama. The people, if you live in Alabama, right? The state of Alabama, the people in Arkansas ain't gonna know you exist, just like you ain't gonna know who exists in Arkansas. You live in Alabama. You're gonna only know about the people that come in your proximity. But yeah, let's continue. He says, for they have consulted together with one consent, meaning one agreement. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes and Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. They all conspired against us until this day. You don't think they come together at the United Nations to try to figure out a plan how to keep us downtrodden, how to keep us ignorant? Like I say, black ignorance is $1 trillion industry. They spend trillions upon trillions of dollars to keep us ignorant. You don't think they talking about Kanye West and Kyrie Irving at the United Nations? They probably sitting at their table right now at the UN. Oh man, we can't help them. They trying to wake up. We got to come up with some type of distraction, man. They trying to wake up. We got to try to find a way to shut up Kanye West and Kyrie Irving. They trying to wake up. I know the cat's out of the bag, but if someone waking up, we can't stop. We can still try to distract the rest of them. Let's come up with a new trend. Let's come up with a new trend. That's what they be. They be plotting at the UN table to try to keep us asleep. They do it on a daily basis whenever they meet. But yeah, don't let society tell you how to think and how to feel when it comes to certain things, because every day you're going to be walking in a different motion. You're going to be in different, like I say, you got your bad days and your good days, your ups and your downs. But yeah, they hate us. We got enemies. We have enemies. And I know some of y'all don't like to hear that. We got enemies, Israel. We got enemies amongst our own people as well. Just like we got to deal with, we're really fighting a war on all fronts, if you think about it. We are fighting a war on all fronts. We got to deal with our own people as enemies, and we got to deal with these other nations. So it's like we fighting a war on all fronts. Straight up. And it shouldn't have to been that way, but due to sin and our ancestors breaking covenant, we were supposed to be the gods of this earth. Psalms 82 verse 6, I have said ye are gods, with the little g now. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So you see, if Adam and Eve didn't sin and the fall of man didn't happen, we was supposed to live like gods on earth. But due to sin, we die like men. That's why the average lifespan, the maximum lifespan for most humans is, I'm gonna say, not most humans, but I'm gonna say the Most High shorted to 120 years. Because of sin. Because back before the flood, people used to live, for a couple of centuries. Nobody lived to be 1,000 years now, but people used to live good lifespans. But I'm kind of glad, because think about it, in this modern day world, you could live to be like 300 and 400 years old in this modern day society. You'll grow weary. You'll probably try to take your own life. If you could have, all depends where you were in life. Or you're trying to hide in the mountains. You're trying to live like an old hermit or sage in the mountains to avoid human society. Straight up. But they want us to tell us, oh, love the Gentiles. Some of our people love the Gentiles more than they love their own self. And that's sad. That's a sickness, family. That's a sickness. You mean to tell me we're supposed to love a people that did this to us? And thou shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So you mean all other nations, they got a racial slurs, all other nationalities got a racial slur towards us. That was Deuteronomy 28, verse 37, I just read. All other groups, they throw racial slurs at us in a foreign language. You know, we already know the majority of them in America, you know, the N-word with the ER, you know, moon, crooked, coon, man, what else they call us? A shine, you know, all types of things, but a child of God. Yeah, that's a proverb and a byword. But the minute we start calling them all them type of things, they want to play victim. You ever notice that when you start calling them all the things, they want to say, oh, you being racist, man. We can't be racist, man. We could be prejudiced. Now, you see the difference between being prejudiced and racist? Being prejudiced, this means you're biased towards your own. Being racist is, you know, you will do everything in your power to try to hinder another race from advancing. You know, you would try to make up lies about that group, trying to slander that race. You know, look what they do with the system. They got the school curriculum messed up, got our children feeling like they ain't smart. You know, I had to go through that in the public food system, thinking something was wrong with me. No, it wasn't me. And as I got older, I figured it wasn't me. It was their curriculum. You see, the curriculum is not for our children because our children develop faster. And that's true. Our children develop faster than the other nation's children. And they mad about that. They mad. Don't get mad at our people. Get mad at the Most High. But we already know y'all arms are too short to box with y'all. So y'all gonna take it out on his chosen people, which is Israel. You know, y'all gonna always take it out on us because y'all really mad at the Most High. Y'all mad at Christ. That's why y'all had to change the images of the angels, Christ, the Father, the people of the Bible, the prophets, the prophetesses. Y'all had to whitewash everything because y'all know the truth stings y'all. The truth stings y'all. Straight up. And y'all mad about that. And now y'all trying to tell us, y'all trying to gaslight us into telling us how to feel and think. Oh, you got to love everybody. That's false. That's false. That is false. In Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17, I love them that love me. I love them that love me. And those that seek me early shall find me. Now, even though Proverbs chapter 8 is talking about wisdom, we already know wisdom comes from the Most High. You know, he's the creator of wisdom. So if you love the Most High in Christ, you're going to seek wisdom. You're going to seek his word. So that's a direct cut right there. I love them that love me. So you mean to tell me the Most High only love those who love him and keep his commandments, you know? Because if he loved everybody, even though he created the lake of fire for Satan and his angels, you know, the fallen angels and the demons, you know, all those that hate God and Christ, they go into the lake of fire, you know? And you could get cut off. Those, you know, those who stray away and go into the reprobate section, that's the bad, dangerous area. That's the danger area, you know, because you're showing the Most High, you don't love him no more. And so, thank you. Shabbat shalom, lady love. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that, you know. Yeah, that's just something But yeah, like I say, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. That was Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17. Big salute, you know. So don't let society gaslight y'all, family. You know, if you see what's going on, you know what we're going through as a people. You know what we go through every day. You know, you got these religious mindset Israelites, these Christian mindset Israelites want to be over righteous and stuff, telling us how to feel and what to think. You can't be happy all the time. It's just life in general. You're not going to have happy days every time in life. You're not. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's your nationality. That's just life in general. You can't be happy all the time, because we human. We need flesh, man. We got to fight this flesh. This flesh ain't no joke. This flesh ain't no joke. It's not. Even Paul talks about that in the book of Romans. Let's go to Romans chapter 7. Let's go to Romans chapter 7. And I'm going to start at verse 7. Romans chapter 7, just to see how Paul talk about how this flesh ain't no joke in the book of Romans. Romans chapter 7, and I'm going to start at verse 7. It reads, "What shall we say then? Is the law sin? Yah forbid. Nay, I had not known sin but by the law. For I had not known lust, except the law had said, Thou shalt not covet." That's right. That's a big issue in Israel. Covetousness, like I say, the sin of covetousness, that's the gateway sin. And that's a gateway sin. Because if you covet something what another person have, if you covet somebody, let's say if you go over to like one of your neighbor's house or your cousins or somebody that you fellowship with, and they might have something nice in their house, you gonna covet that. It might tempt you to steal something out of that person's house. That's covetousness. Covenant is a gateway sin to commit other sin. Covetousness is a gateway sin to commit other sin. Think about that. Okay, verse 8. But sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrought in me all manner of concupiscence. For without the law, sin was dead. For I was alive without the law once. But when the commandment came, sin revived, and I died. And the commandment which was ordained to life, I found to be unto death. For sin, taking occasion by the commandment, deceived me, and by it slew me. Wherefore the law is holy. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just, and good. So you see, he's talking about the law is holy or set apart, and the commandment is holy, and just, and good. Was then that which is good made death unto me? God forbid. But sin, that it might appear sin, working death in me by that which is good, that sin by the commandment might become exceedingly sinful. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold unto sin. For that which I do allow, I allow not for what I would, that do I not, but what I hate, that do I. If then I do that which I would not. Man, that's a tongue twister, like a song also, man. Man, this book is cold, man. That's the KJV I'm reading out of too. It's like a tongue twister, man. Like you're singing a song also. All them eyes up in there. But it's the word, though. It's the word of Yah. If then I do that which I would not, I consent under the law that it is good. Now then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. So you see, talking about ain't no good thing dwelling in this flesh. That is true, because we got to bow this flesh every day. It's the spirit versus the flesh. Verse 18 again. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. We got dirty minds, family. I got a dirty mind myself. I gotta clean up my mind myself, just like you gotta clean up your mind. We all filthy rags. It don't matter if you a brother or sister. You see something, you're gonna have days you so angry, you're gonna start thinking some crazy thoughts. Somebody make you mad at the job, you might have crazy thoughts that you just want to jump on them, but you gotta repent. You gotta rebuke them thoughts, because it's good to be angry, but sin not. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. That's right. For two, which is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. Now, if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. I find then a law that when I would do good or want to do good, evil is present with me. That is true. When you want to do good, family, when you want to do good, evil gonna always be present. Evil gonna always try to sneak back up on you, and that is true. If you've been struggling with a certain type of sin, or you've been around certain type of energy and people, and you're trying to break away from that, they gonna always try to reel you back in. Especially if you coming out of the world, you just coming into this walk, you just coming into the faith. When you want to seek the Most High, you want to seek Yeshua, man, the world gonna pull you. They're gonna try to pull you right back in. Real talk. I will find in a law that when I want to do good or would do good, evil is present with me. That is true. For I delight in the law of Yah after the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. Oh, wretched man that I am. Yes, indeed, Lord, I am a wretched man. Oh, wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? I thank Yah through Yeshua HaMashiach, our Adonai. So then, with the mind, I myself serve the law of Yah, but with the flesh, the law of sin. That's right. So you see, it's the spirit of your mind going against the flesh, But yeah. And that's Paul telling you right there in that whole chapter, Romans chapter 7, that I read. I started at verse 7 and I read all the way down to 25. He's talking about, how this flesh ain't no joke. And that is the truth. And that's Paul. And we know Paul, he was like one of the apostles. He was one of the apostles. He had to die for Yeshua. And he went through a lot too, fam. Paul went through a lot. Soon as he converted and started believing in Yeshua, he went through a lot. I mean, they even plotted to kill Paul, They had some people who want to kill him. But yeah, it's a deadly battle. And like I said, you're going to have to fight this flesh every day, whether you're on a job, in life in general, Even when you're at home, you got to rebuke certain thoughts. You got to rebuke certain thoughts and stuff. Romans chapter 8, let's jump down to verse 6. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Romans chapter 8, and I'm going to start at verse 4. Romans chapter 8, and I'm going to start at verse 4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. Be careful with that. That is true. Most people that's in the world, they are minding things after the flesh. They're not worrying about things of the Spirit. Romans chapter 8, verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. And sadly, a lot of people are not worrying about the things of the Spirit. What Spirit? The Spirit of the Most High, the Spirit of Christ, the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death. For to be carnally minded is death. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Now we know the majority of these Gentiles, man, they carnal minded. Like 90% of these Gentiles, they are carnal minded. And a lot of our people are carnal minded too. They ain't spiritual minded. And you got Gentiles trying to teach us our book, and they not spiritual minded, they carnal minded. Big salute, Master Moshe. Big salute. Shabbat shalom, Aki. Shabbat shalom. Yeah, they are carnal minded. They are carnal minded. 90% of them are. That reminds me of when people say, oh, Yah knows my heart. Yeah, he knows his evil. That's right. I'm glad you brought that up, sister, because a lot of Christians like to say, oh, God knows my heart. He knows my heart. But it says, but the carnal minded is enmity against Yah, for it is not subject to the law of Yah, neither indeed can be. So when you want to say the law is done away with, you're not trying to be subject to the law of Yah. You want to live carnal. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please Yah. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of Yah dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Christ, he is none of his. Whoa! So you mean to say Christ ain't for everybody? If you don't got the spirit of Christ, you ain't none of his. You ain't none of the Most High. So all them naysayers want to say Christ don't exist. Y'all want to say Christ is an idol? It says, now if any man have not the spirit of Christ, he is none of his. Meaning you ain't none, you don't belong to the Most High. So if you don't know Christ, you don't know the Father. You got to go through Christ to get to the Father. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's the truth. That's the Yah honest truth. But yeah, we got to fight, family, because carnal minded leads to death, and it is true. And a lot of our people, they struggle with that, and they go towards the carnal path, you know, especially with our brothers, you know, on the streets, you know, a lot of carnal, you know, a lot of our brothers don't want to solve things like men. They want to go pick up the gun or a knife, but man, the gun, and pop, man, rock a brother snot box and send them to the shadow realm, you know. One brother going to the shadow realm and one brother going to the Gray Bar Motel for life, which is prison, you know. And it's sad because all the carnality, being a carnal minded leads to death. That was Romans chapter 8, verses 6 through 9 I just read, you know. It says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So the more you gravitate towards the spiritual of this Bible, is supposed to give you life and peace. But you see, a lot of our people let the distractions of life and the carnal thinking stop them from seeking the peace and life of the Bible, you know, because they want to be so distracted on things in this life, whether they're in a relationship, whether they trying to get that promotion on a job, sometimes because distract them with their growing their faith, you know, spending time with the Most High. And we all guilty of that. I'm guilty of it myself. I'll be the first one to say I'm guilty of it. Because like I said, I ain't perfect. I'm a human, man. I have my flaws. I mess up sometimes, you know. That's why we gotta, that's one thing. Hold on. We authentic around here. We ain't no uppity self-righteous Israelites. You know, I wear my fringes, you know, I wear CTs, I dress like I got Hebrew jewelry, but I still got flaws. I know at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. I still got my flaws. I'm not at where I'm at, where I want to be at. None of y'all ain't probably at where y'all want to be, you know, because we all filthy rags, you know. And like some days we're going to be feeling like we disgruntled. Some days we're going to be happy-go-lucky. Some days we're going to be sad. Some days we're going to be like, man, screw the world. Some days we're going to be like, man, this is a beautiful world, you know. It's seasons. It's all about seasons and changes. Real talk. It's all about seasons and changes. Man, it's some good kombucha. Y'all need to drink that. That kombucha. Man, I got to get me another bottle. Hey, yeah. But yeah, that carnal minded, man, that's what get a lot of us, you know. And like I say, covetousness is a gateway to sin. Let me go to the Big Ten. They prove that, you know, that's in the Big Ten. That's why, even though it's the last commandment in the Big Ten, you know, thou should not covet. Hold up, let me go to Exodus chapter 20. The Big Ten. Say like Creflo Dollar. I want to see the law ain't done away with. Yeah, the law is still in effect. The law is not done away. We still got to keep this law because that's how we're going to know how to conduct with each other and be with each other and respect one another and love one another as a nation. Straight up. But all right, Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is in thy neighbor's. So you see, that's the 10th commandment. Of the 10 commandments, thou shalt not covet. When you covet your neighbor's house, you might try to steal something out of that person's house. when you covet your neighbor's wife, you might try to woo your brother's wife and sleep with her. Oh, it goes for women too. You know, you see your homegirl married in a happy marriage, and you single, you might try to seduce your homegirl husband and ruin their house. You call it a home wrecker. And you got a lot of, you know, even though they want to socialize that, they want to give that term to a woman, a home wrecker. Hell, you got a lot of men being home wreckers. They sing about it. They rap about being a home wrecker. Come on now. A lot of these rappers, they rap about being a home wrecker, talking about I crept in this house and I took his wife and I slept with his wife, blah, blah, blah. You know, all that buffoonery. They being a home wrecker. That goes for a man or a woman being a home wrecker. If you trying to mess somebody marriage up by sleeping with that person's spouse, you're a damn home wrecker. That goes for both man and woman. You know, because I know a lot of people, they trying to coin that term for women of being a home wrecker. No, a lot of these men out here being home wreckers. You know, because of covetousness, because they covered their homeboy wife. You know, just they thinking carnal minded. When you covet, that's why I say covetousness is the gateway sin to other sin. When you start coveting somebody belongings, you might plot to steal and kill that person. You know, thou should not kill. You know, thou should not kill. Thou should not commit adultery. Thou should not steal. You know, and that all stems from covetousness. You know, the gateway sin, covetousness. Because if you start coveting something, it's going to cause you to break other commandments. You might want to steal, kill, commit adultery, you know, do all kind of abominable things. That's why we got to be careful. We got to be careful, family. You know, but yeah. And we know this society promotes this. This Gentile, we under the Gentile rule, they promote being a covenant. They promote adultery. They promote killing because they love killing. They love killing. That's in their nature. How you think they got all 50 of these states? Through bloodshed, thievery, deception. That's how all 50 of these states, all 50 of these so-called United States was acquired through warfare, conquest, and bloodshed and deception. The list goes on. And that goes for all the other lands, all the other continents too. Australia, what they did to Australia. They damn near wiped out all the Aboriginal people and bred them out. You know, most of the Aboriginal people, most of them not full-blooded Aboriginal. They probably got only a small percentage of them left. The majority of the so-called Aborigines, man, you know, they got European DNA in them. You know, look what they did to the Tasmanian people on Tasmanian Island. They wiped out all the Tasmanian people. They got to pay for that. These filthy buffoons got to pay for that. Look what they did when they brought our ancestors over here on chattel slave ships. You know, had them chained up, stacked up on each other like sardines. They had to go, that was hell they had to go through, family. We didn't have to experience that. Our ancestors had to experience that, but we didn't. And you had a lot of slaves rather jump to their death than to live like that. They'd rather die. They'd rather jump off the ship and let the shark take them out than to make it to the shore and live as a slave. You know, you see that on that movie Amistad, man. It's like, I mean, that movie like that'll make you mad. You know, that's why they probably had to remove it from stores. You probably got to find that movie online, Amistad. But yeah, movies like that'll make you mad. That's why I say, you know, it's like a double-edged sword, you know, because part of me wish they still stop showing slave movies, but I understand another balance to it is they got to keep showing it because it's going to give our people a remembrance, especially the newer generation, because if they take away slavery, the newer generation ain't going to know nothing about it. They're going to think everything is just peaches and cream in this society. No, they got to know the dark history of this society, this country. They got to know, you know, how they used to feed our babies to alligators. They got that from Pharaoh because they did it in ancient Egypt, in the Egyptian captivity. When they, you know, in the Nile River, they had the crocodile. And so basically they were sacrificing our ancient Israelite children to their crocodile deity, Sobek. You know, that's the Egyptian crocodile god of Sobek. So that's what they was doing. Because you see, according to Egyptian mythology, that's who they believe is the god of the Nile River, Sobek, the crocodile head god. So that's what they was doing. They was sacrificing the ancient Israelite babies to Sobek. And that's why the Most High jacked up the 10 gods of Egypt. You know, he jacked them up. You know, he jacked them up. And even them other gods was real, they respect the Most High, because they understand He the God of all gods, and they prove it and it's in the Bible. He's the God above all gods. Let's get it. Y'all probably already know where I'm about to go. About when He talks about He the God of all gods. Let me make sure my laptop charging. I don't want this to die on me while I'm on live. There we go. All right. Hold up. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Psalms 96. Psalms 96. Oh, sing unto the Lord a new song. Sing unto the Lord all the earth. Sing unto the Lord. Bless His name. Show forth His salvation from day to day. Declare His glory among the heathen, His wonders among all people. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. So you see, He made the heavens, y'all. He made the heavens. All praises. He made the heavens and the earth. Honor and majesty are before Him. Strength and beauty are in His sanctuary. Give unto the Lord, O ye kindreds of the people. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. That's right. All glory and strength comes from the Lord. Give unto the Lord glory. Give unto the Lord the glory due unto His name. Bring an offering and come into His courts. Oh, worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Fear before Him all the earth, not some earth, all the earth. Say among the heathen that the Lord reigneth. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice before the Lord, for He cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with His truth. Hallelujah. That's right, with His truth. He coming to judge with truth. So all y'all Christians out there talking about, He coming back, Jesus coming back to play double dutch and hang out cupcakes and little Debbie's. No. Verse 13 again, it says, but before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with His truth. So He coming to judge. He ain't coming to play no this ain't gonna be no cakewalk when He coming back. He coming to judge the earth. So all y'all nations that did Israel wrong, y'all gonna pay. Y'all gonna pay the big payback. Y'all want to make it difficult. Y'all want to make life difficult for us. Y'all gotta pay for that. All those black families, y'all red line. You got some black couples, they trying to buy a house right now, and y'all giving them hell right now. They out there, y'all giving them all type of red tape, trying to red line them. Look what y'all doing in the construction industry. Y'all don't want brothers to, y'all trying to single brothers out. Y'all want to discourage brothers to not go into construction. Y'all want to let these immigrants take the construction jobs, because y'all don't want brothers to get these type of jobs to make a living, to make a good living so they can take care of their families. Y'all want to make us the permanent class. Y'all want to make us the permanent class of society. But that's all right, though, because when our people come back to the Most High and He going to overturn this, we shall be the head and y'all going to be the tail. All y'all nations, y'all going to be the tail. Y'all going to serve us. Y'all going to serve us, whether y'all like it or not. Y'all going to serve us, and that's right. And let's get it. I'm going to show y'all. Let's prove it. Let's prove it out the Bible. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14. And I'm going to start at verse 1. Isaiah chapter 14, I'm going to start at verse 1, and it reads, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." Say, what? You mean to tell me they're going to do what? And they shall rule over their oppressors. Come on now, they ain't reading them scriptures in churches. They're not reading that in the churches. They just want to read love, 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 cupcakes and patty cake, love, 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 patty cake and cupcakes. They don't want to read powerful scriptures like this when they talk about Israel's redemption through the Most High in Christ, when we're going to be restored as a nation, because we're the only people that don't have no structure. All other societies got structure. The Arabs, China, Japan, Korea, Saudi Arabia, France. They got structural society. Yeah, they got crime in them societies, but they got structure. They got structure. We don't have structure. We all over the place. So-called black people, we all over the place. We thinking we Muslims. We thinking we Moors. We thinking we Bloods. We thinking we Crips. We thinking we Masons, Eastern Stars, Shriners, you name it, everything. Greeks, Kappa, Kappa, whatever you call them, Greeks, for Q dogs, all that buffoonery. But when we say we Israel, they don't want to hear that. The majority of our people don't want to hear that. They'd rather be all them other things I just named. They don't want to hear the truth. But the truth coming out tonight, though, and it's coming out every day by those who are teaching it on these platforms, whether they like it or not. Oh, let me read that verse 21. Isaiah, they don't like this scripture neither. They don't like this scripture neither. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21, it says, "Prepare a slaughter for his children, for their iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities." They don't like that scripture neither. That was Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. If you show that scripture to your pastor, he might be like, "Oh no, son, we can't read that up in here. That might cause a stir in the house of the Lord, child." But pastor, this is what it says. It says, "Prepare a slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, for they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fear the face of the world, nor fill the face of the world with cities." No, we can't say that. You see, because they under that, they don't want to lose their status. They under that 503c3 charter. That 501c3 charter. Whatever you call that crap. Y'all know what I mean. They gotta only preach what they tell them to preach. They puppets. They straight up puppets. They straight up puppets, and that's sad. They want to tell us how to talk and think and feel. Them days are over. You got to stand up for yourself, Israel. Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13, verse 10, and it reads, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10, and it reads, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience of the saints and faith of the saints." Excuse me, y'all. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. That's right. So you see, that was Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. So they got to serve us, family, in the kingdom to come. Y'all willing, we be blessed to make it. In the next world, they got to serve us. And they know it too. That's why they reject this truth. That's why they want to say it don't matter. Color don't matter. If color didn't matter, everything would be colorblind in this world. We live in a black and white world. Everything would be, we all be colorblind like a dog. We'll all be colorblind if color didn't matter. If color didn't matter, the sky won't be blue. The grass wouldn't been green. A stop sign won't be red. If color didn't matter. So y'all can miss me with that buffoonery. You got adults saying stuff like that. Color don't matter. You be, oh, yeah, olive color. Well, olive got two colors, black or green. And we know Christ ain't green like no goblin or orc. Christ ain't green like no goblin or orc. So he got to be in the other color for olive is black. So he got to be melanated. He got to be melanated, excuse me. You know, he sure ain't pasty. He ain't pasted like no Elmer's glue. He ain't pasted white like Elmer's glue. Y'all know Elmer's glue. Man, back in school, some of them children used to eat Elmer's glue. Used to eat that glue. Some of them children like, used to eat glue. You know, y'all probably had you know, when you was in kindergarten or first grade, y'all probably had some of them students eating that glue. Elmer's glue. Used to eat that glue, man. But yeah, Christ ain't pasted like no Elmer's glue. Straight up. He ain't no pasted boy. He ain't pasted. He ain't no pasted boy. He ain't the Pillsbury Doughboy. Woohoo! He ain't white like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot, family. But yeah, that's what's coming for those Gentiles, though. All those that conspire against Israel, they gotta serve us. They gotta build up our kingdom. They gotta build it up. That's why I say, you know, just hold on to this truth, family. You know, I know it's going, you know, and then around the holiday season, this is the most dreadful time of the year. Stay prayed up, you know, because, you know, you're going to have all type of thoughts in your mind around this time, mental wrestling, you know. You might have some nihilistic thoughts, some angry thoughts. I'm speaking for myself, as you know. So like I say, you know, I'm authentic, you know, like I hate this time of the year. You know, it messes with your energy. And that's what I've been going through, fam. There's the last couple of days, you know, my energy just been drained. I just been feeling down in the spirit, you know, because of the, you know, and I just got to stay prayed up, you know. And I'm sure y'all probably know what I'm talking about, you know, because around this day is stressful. And, you know, you got to look at your people being lost. But you just pray for them. You know, you don't badger them, you know, you don't badger them or anything. You know, you just keep it moving because this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. But yeah, we're gonna get through this though, through the power of the Holy Spirit, and you know, with the help of Yahshua and Yah, because man, stay strong, family. Because yeah, you're gonna be rejected by your family, you know. You can show them all the scriptures you want. They still gonna want to observe the holidays. They still gonna want to eat the Thanksgiving turkey. They gonna want to scoff their face down with the Thanksgiving ham and the yams. Now I ain't gonna lie, that food do be good. That Thanksgiving food before, you know, I can't remember the truth, but I don't eat the turkey though. I don't eat no turkey on no Thanksgiving. I want to eat turkey. I could eat turkey on any other day, but for those holidays, no, I ain't no turkey, especially Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving, you know. It's 2022. Now people still want to celebrate. I understand you want to do it to see time with family, spend time with family never seen, but come on now. Why we can't come together for the feast days? That's what gets me. Our people be quick to go all out for these holidays, but the feast days, you show them about the feast days in the Bible, that like that don't exist. Oh, that's the Old Testament. That's for the Jews. The Jews keep that. We Christians. We Baptists, man. We Baptists. We don't have to do that's Old Testament. Whoa. Nowhere in this Bible you're going to find you got to observe things. Now, they do mention the word Thanksgiving in the Bible. That's talking about giving thanks to the Most High. When they mention Thanksgiving in the Bible, ain't talking about no pilgrims. Ain't talking about no holiday that the pilgrims made up. It's talking about giving thanks to the Most High for your blessings. They give them thanksgiving and gratitude. All it means is gratitude, giving the Most High gratitude. That's what it's talking about. They ain't talking about no Pilgrims Day that they deceived the Native Americans. And you sure ain't gonna find no evidence of no big fat heathen coming down the chimney giving children Christmas gifts in the Bible. You're not. You're just not. I don't care what version you read. I don't care if you read a foreign version with foreign language. You're not gonna find it. You're not. That's all man-made buffoonery, and it's sad how people still want to gravitate towards that, and it's causing people to spend a lot of money. And times are getting rough, family. You know, with the inflation. Like I was saying, you know, some of these jobs, they shortchanging their workers. They're not giving their workers raises, and that's wicked. Some of these jobs do that. They want you to work more hours, but they don't want to raise your pay. That's wicked. That's stone cold wicked. That's stone cold wicked. And these corporations are corrupt. They're going to get what they deserve to. When the Most High judge everything in the world, they're going to get what they deserve. All these corporations, these wicked corporations, to hell with them. Woe unto them. Woe unto them. Woe unto them. You know, excuse me. Something to drink. Yeah, but another thing I want to talk about though, how social media got the world getting smaller. Social media has the world smaller. It is, you know, because think about like when we was children growing up in the 90s, the world felt big. The world kind of felt big, but now we all connected through social media and the internet. It seems like the world's smaller. And what I mean by that, when you go outside, nobody interacting with each other like that. Everybody got their head in a phone or on a tablet. People driving and texting. The world is smaller because of social media. It's smaller. You know, it's like nobody want to be authentic no more because of social media. They want to put on a facade on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. They want to put on this illusion like they got it going on, but in reality, they don't have it going on. They struggling just like the next person. They are. So don't fall for that trap, fam. Because if you spend a lot of time on there, you might start comparing yourself to that person. And you gotta sometimes take a fall back. You gotta fall back from there. And look, yeah, they showing, you see, social media is like a movie trailer. Like a wise man once told me, son, social media is like a movie trailer. They only gonna show you the best scenes. And that is true. They're gonna only show you the best scenes. So you have that mentality to say, look, it's a movie trailer. It's a movie trailer. Yeah, they taking a picture looking all lovey-dovey and stuff. But you don't know, before they took that picture, they could have had a damn big fight. They could have had a brawl. They could have been calling each other out their name. Probably damn near had a domestic violence dispute. But a few days later, they posting up lovey-dovey and stuff. You know, don't get jealous of that buffoon taking a picture by that Mercedes S-Class. That could be his homeboy car. That ain't his car. That could be his homeboy car, brothers. You know, or if he taking a picture with a wad of money, flashing a lot of money. That's about, that might be a couple of $1,000s, but he don't got nothing in his name. He probably sleeping on a pissy air mattress, but he's flashing a lot of money on social media. Don't get jealous of that, y'all. It's an illusion. Think about that. But yeah, social media got the world getting smaller, and it's all vanity. At the end of the day, it's nothing but vain. You know, it ain't gonna get you nowhere because all it's gonna do is just draw your negative attention. That's all they're gonna do. Gonna draw your negative attention. You know, like it says in Ecclesiastes, the words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, say preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. That's right. All is vanity. All is vanity. Remember that. And that is the truth. All is vanity in this life. What profit had a man of all his labor, which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and has to his own place where he arose. The wind go toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea. All the rivers run into the sea. Yet the sea is not full until the place whence the rivers come. Thither they return again. Man, the Most High is powerful. You see, that is true. All the rivers run into the oceans and sea. It don't overflow. That's how you know the Most High is in control. It's balanced. All the rivers out there in the world flows into the sea, and the sea not going up. Because if the Most High will allow that to happen, we'll be drowned. It'll probably start, the sea level will rise. The sea levels will start rising. So that's how you know the Most High is in control of all this, you know. But yeah, social media has the world getting smaller, and it's like when you go on Facebook, you see it's there on Facebook. It's like it's just a bunch of buffoonery and fakery on there, and, you know. And sometimes it's better to detox from that crap, you know. And it's like that on social media. I mean on YouTube too, because the algorithm on YouTube, they messing with you. It's like they taking away subscribers, you know. But like I say, you just gotta sometimes take your breaks from these social media crap. You know, life is supposed to be lived, not to be lived on social media. And a lot of us, we want to live on social media. A lot of us, we want to live on there, you know. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate those who support me. You know I posted a rant earlier. YouTube took away some subscribers, or some people might unsub me. Oh well, if they unsub me, you know, no hard feelings. You know, life goes on. I'm still gonna write my books, my stories. You know, I'm still gonna do what I do, my hobbies. I'm still gonna be Brother Moshe to the day I die. Real talk, you know. I'm still gonna be who I am till the day I die, you know. And I advise that for all of y'all, man. Don't change up. Don't change up, you know, like I want to say, don't, if you want to take breaks off of this, take your breaks off of YouTube or social media. But yeah, I think, you know, it was a rant, you know, because like that's the algorithm though. And you gotta understand, people subscribe to you to be nosy, just like on Facebook. They want to friend you to be nosy, to see where you're at in life. It got to be YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's YouTube taking away my subscribers. It's got to be them. I think they did that because I was ranting. YouTube, man, because you know, in the rant, I said some strong language. And YouTube probably said, I was saying that towards YouTube. So they took away some subscribers. Hey, they petty like that. Hey, they petty. Ask Monster Moshe, they petty. YouTube petty like that. They some petty buffoons. Yeah, but I can't wait to what I might do. I might upload chapter 4. So I'm gonna premiere chapter 4 later on tomorrow night. Chapter 4, the story. Man, I like the story so far. You know, chapter 3 was off the chain though. Chapter 3 was fun. Every time I listen to the replay, I be rolling. I be rolling. Chapter 3 was off the chain. You know, with some of the inmates, man, some of them inmates. Yes, indeed. Yep. Benny all scared and stuff, and the warden, he just all calm and collected. The warden just chill. The warden all just chill. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all. You know, like I say, I'm good now. I'm glad I went live tonight. I said, let me go live. I went live early, but I had to shut it down because I said, let me go freshen up. Let me go on, you know, because I was, you know, freshen up, man. Get the energy right. Get the energy right. You know. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out K. Judah lesson tomorrow. He's gonna be doing a lesson talking about the second Exodus will be televised. About the second Exodus. And that's prophecy right there. Second Exodus, man. Because we gotta march home, man. It's time for us to go home. But we understand that's on most high willing. The remnant wants to go home. The remnant wants to be restored. And that little piece of land of Israel, that's not the true size of Israel. No, y'all. Y'all know on the map when it showed Israel? No, when the Most High restores as a nation, it's gonna be bigger land because that's 12 tribes. 12 tribes can't fit in that little strip of land of Israel they got. 12 tribes can't fit up in there. So come on now, man. 12 tribes, Negroes, 12 tribes of Negroes. And you know how people like to be fruitful and multiply. Come on now, man. When the Most High restored the land of Israel, that's going to be a lot of land. It's going to have to be a lot of land because you got 12 tribes. They're going to be multiplying. Come on now. 12 tribes of Negroes. 12 tribes of Negroes. Come on now. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, man. Even though it's going to be a remnant that make it, but out that righteous remnant going to have to restore the nation. In a 1,000-year reign, when Christ ruled for 1,000 years, the remnant of Israel, they're going to be being fruitful and multiplying. They're going to be bringing in new babies and stuff in the 1,000-year reign. So you know the land going to have to be big, man. That little strip of land that you see on the map, that's not the true size of Israel. Man. 12 tribes can't fit up in that. That's a little strip of land. That's a little strip of land. That's going to be good. Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 12 tribes can't fit in that little strip of land, man. Straight up. But all right, fam, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Like I said, it's an hour. I just wanted to come on here. But like I said, you know, social media got the world smaller, man. It's like more people making their world smaller because they most centered around social media. They most centered around social media instead of be centered around what's going on in front of them. But yeah, y'all have a blessed Shabbat. Thank y'all for tuning in. Big salute to y'all family. You know, y'all rest easily. Y'all enjoy your Shabbat. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Like I said, you know, Most High willing, I'm trying to premiere chapter 4. You know, Voices of Gehenna. That's the title of the story, Voices of Gehenna. Voices of Gehenna. Trying to premiere chapter 4 probably tomorrow night. You know, but y'all just stay tuned for it. Like I said, thank y'all. Shabbat shalom and peace upon y'all in Yeshua's name.